Inside companies, as a business owner and as C-suite executives, actually, I do see it in other areas of leadership as well. But one of the things that just drives me nuts that is consistent is admitting that you might have burnout. I see it much more in business owners, but I know from working with so many people that are executives that it's there too. And why is there a fear for that? Right? It used to be back in the day, nobody wanted to see a counselor or a therapist because it meant you were crazy. No, you're just getting help. And now it's normal because our suicide rates went through the roof. There's a whole nother day conversation for that. But that's one of the things that happened, and everyone was depressed, right? But the more we talk about it and normalize it, the more it becomes normal and okay. I mean, the WHO, for God's sakes, has actually accepted it and said, like, yeah, this is a problem. Now, the medical industry hasn't yet, but they're aware of it. They call it stress. They call it all these other things, right? But it's burnout. And where does burnout come from? We know the symptoms of it, but when we look at where it comes from, it's all in our minds. And it's not something you can control. Well, I shouldn't say that you can't control it because it is something that you obviously can overcome, but it's something that you grow into slowly and it creeps in. Why is it so embarrassing? Why is it so taboo to have burnout? Why can't we have it? It's happening. Why are we still ignoring it? The reality is as we're ignoring it, we're seeing people leaving their jobs. We're seeing all of our executives and peers leaving and retiring early, starting their own companies or just going into retirement. We're seeing businesses fail because the owners are doing all of the things and burning out and not able that I almost just went down another tangent. Sorry. But you see these patterns. We all know it exists. Why aren't we talking about it? Why aren't we accepting it? Why aren't we saying like, hey, I need to take some time off. I'm in burnout, right? Call it a sabbatical, call it whatever you want. But why are we just not accepting it and realizing this? We can see it in each other. We know when someone is. Do we need to like say, hey, I went to this burnout program and I kind of actually think that you have that? The whole reason I ended up having to start an individual burnout program is because, and that's how I got started, was because at the same time, inside the corporations, even though we had identified that this is a problem, nobody was willing to admit it. And so nobody would go to the program. So we had to come up with different names of things. We had to like get real fancy. And it's like, let's just call it what it is, people. Do you have a situation where in your culture, like maybe it's in the company, you feel vulnerable by admitting it? Is it your own ego that you can't admit it? Is it because you're waiting for the right opportunity? What is it? What's holding you up from just having some self-reflection or taking the burnout assessment and go, yeah, I'm burning out or I'm on the edge, right? Even if you're on the edge, you should still go get help. And even if you don't do it through a burnout program or some offering through your corporation, right? Maybe you go to therapy and they'll tell you you've got burnout and you'll start working on it. But I'm curious, like, what is it that's holding you back? And the funny thing is I'm asking you this, and at the same time, I know you're not going to put anything in the comments because you're not going to admit it. But at the same time, you can look around the room and see that your peers have it, or some of your peers have it. It's easy to identify. Why? Why do we have to be this way? Send me a DM, a private message, and we can talk about it. Because I would love to know, like, what is it that prevents you from doing it? I'm kind of curious, is it because of you or is it because of the environment, essentially, right? Or maybe there's another reason that I'm not aware of. And I'm curious. I would love to know why this is happening. Thanks. That was all today.